Hi everyone, and welcome to our Great International Scrapbooking second night. Don't forget, tonight's the last night you can get double points on your orders. So you can always pop over to teresabrownstamping.stampinup.net and place your orders to get your rewards. Stampin' Up has changed the rewards now, so we don't have hostess codes or hostess rewards. Everybody that places an order over $36 will receive rewards for what you order. So that's very exciting. Now, last night on our first episode, part one, we made the little book. So I made this little tiny mini album. Now, these are gorgeous. They really are. I love these and I've made so many of them. But tonight I'm going to show you how to decorate it, how to actually apply your photos and etc. So that's exciting. So if this is the first time that you've been on, please leave a comment, say where you're from, leave your name. I'd love to hear from you. And also, that puts you into the, hey Krista, good to see you. I hope you're well. It's so good to see you and it's so nice to be back. So yeah, if you put your name in the comment, it will put you in my, so which for a mystery gift, which is always so lovely. I'm hoping to share some, I'm not going to tell you because it's a mystery gift. So you will get something nice. Not always big, sometimes the gifts are small, but they're lovely. Also, if you haven't been on here before and you don't know who I am, my name's Teresa Brown and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm going into my 19th year. And before Stampin' Up, I had a scrapbook shop. I just love to share and create with you all. So without further ado, let's come down to our workbench because half an hour goes really fast and I like to keep them short so you don't have to sit there for too long if you're making something. So let's come down. Excuse my hand for a minute. Okay. So what I've actually done tonight is I've picked out a punch. You can use any punch that you want. Oh, that's no good, Krista. I know what it feels like. I've been under the weather myself, which I'm sort of, yeah, getting on top of things. So keeping myself very active, mindful. So let's do the front cover first, this little one here. And I wanted to make this into like a bit of a shaker. And the good thing about this is you can lay it flat while you're decorating it down. Like you can push it down flat like this, your book. I love that idea. So I've cut some paper from our story time. So, and also we're going to, this is the storybook moments. I've got a feeling it might be an online exclusive. I can't remember if it's an online exclusive or in our catalogue, and that just shows you how long I haven't done it for, 6 months, because normally I'm pretty up to date. But I'm going to use some of these cut out images, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited about it. So what I've done is I'm also using the paper out of that storybook one. So this piece here I've cut out at 10 by 8. It was just a little scrap. Now you can use it whichever way you want. I'm going to use it this way on here. So you can use it this way or this way. So this is going to go across here, across the front like this. So we're going to stick that down first. I love layers. Who loves layers? Loves to add all the pretty papers and tags and so much you can do. I'm trying to keep it not too hard and trying to keep it simple, but you can always decorate yours up a bit more if you're been scrapbooking for a long time. Okay, that looks like the right way up or the right way up. I don't think it really matters. So we're just going to put this piece into here. And on one of the sheets, we had the frame. Now, it took me a little while, but I actually fussy cutted this out. So I had to start and stop, but I got it done. So we're going to do that, but we're going to make this as our shaker. So I've also got some window sheet here. You can't sort of see the window sheet, but it's, oh yes you can sort of see it. So we've got the window sheet there. Don't forget, if you come on, to say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I've got a feeling I'm going to need another glue, and I thought I got one out. Oh, I'm still going. I'm just going to do it very fine around the outside of this frame. And use whichever side you want, but I like the other side. So now I've cut my little piece of window sheet. I'm just going to give you the measurements to that. It's 6 by 5, and I'm just going to place this over there. So now that gives you your window that you can put your shaker pieces behind it. Okay, so I wasn't sure. I don't want you to buy particular shakers for shaker pieces for when you probably got a lot in home. And I've got a lot of shaker pieces, and I'm just going to be using these ones. I thought I'd use the daisy ones, so I'm going to put some of these in because they're really lovely. And I'm going to be putting a little duck, and I thought a little duck and the daisies would go well together. Because you want to be able to use up what you actually purchase. I like you to do that. So the other thing we're going to need now is our double strips. And I love the strips because they are really great for doing your shakers. So we want to put one across the bottom here. I'm going to come into the center of my workbench so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to put this right along the bottom here. I might have to trim that just a fraction. That's okay, I don't mind trimming it. And then we're going to grab another piece. I love these strips, dimension strips. And I'm going to butt that into the end there. Oh, we've got the sticky side down. Butt that in there. Still haven't got a lot of feeling in my right hand, so I look a little bit awkward. I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to come back. I thought, I'm quite sure you just don't mind if I'm a bit awkward. I feel awkward. It might not show up on the video, but I can really feel it on my end because I'm not used to having no feeling in my hand. Not yet, anyhow. So, and using scissors and things are really hard, but that's okay. I'm getting there. I'm not going to dwell on it. Okay, so we're going to turn it around. I'm going to butt this one into here. I'm just going to cut this one off as well. And put that back on my sheet. Over here. Okay. Oop. I hope you can't see that. No. So now we've got our backing on here, and I'm going to also use the dimensions. You can use the strip if you want to around the outer edge as well. I've just got my dimensions here, so I'm just going to get these, and I'm just going to cut around and use some of these bits around the edge. I'm just going to cut them. Oh. If you hear me go ooh, 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 or scream, you know that some nerve pain has shut up my arm. Okay, so I'm just going to put these into the corners. How's everyone been going? What was your day like today? I've had my little great-granddaughter Addie here today to have a play, which is really lovely. Well, she's actually having a sleepover, and she's been very good tonight because we put a new game on my phone, and I told her if she was really good and watched her iPad while I did my class, she could play the game, and she was very excited about that when I'm finished before she goes to sleep. It's great fun having your grandkids around. Oh, Addie is my great-granddaughter, actually, not a granddaughter, but a great-granddaughter. And Emily has only got a few weeks left to go to have her baby. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll have another little great-granddaughter. Okay, so I'm going to peel the backs off this. This is interesting. I think I'm going to have to use my left hand because I'm not getting very far the other way at the moment. So we've got our shaker pieces in there. Now, if you wanted to put a word in there, you could put a word in there. I think I was going to put a word in there, actually, come to think of it. Just best wishes, and it might be a bit big for that, so I'm not going to put that on yet. I'll put it on the front. Okay, so I'm going to put my flowers all in there. I'm going to add this piece to the shaker. Oh, you know what? Helps to take the also around here, the strip. Oh my God. I know it's only been 6 months, but when you've been away for a while, you sort of forget these things. Okay. Now we've got it. Which way does it go? It doesn't really matter, but which way have I cut it better is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to pop this down in here. You've got your nice shakers, daisies in there, which are really lovely. We've taken the duck off our page, so we've got the you get 2 sheets of these, and I've grabbed this little duck from up here. Look, you can put a watering can on it, you can put whatever, but I know who I'm making this for loves ducks. So that's another thing. Sometimes you've got to stop and think about who you're making it for, and if you're making it for someone, and yeah, you've got to use their taste a little bit as well. Sorry, I do look awkward, don't I? Getting there, it's okay. So I haven't put it right down the bottom because I'm going to have the little duck sort of coming in here or raised up here. So, and then I was looking at the best wishes, and I really like the best wishes, but I'm sort of looking at it and thinking it's just going to be too big for here, I think. Like it's going to be too big. So I'm going to keep that off for the moment, and I'll think about it. Sometimes it's good if you're not too sure, just don't do it until you're actually sure that that's what you want. Okay, so in the inside, we put photos on one side and we decorate up one side, or you can put a just the plain sheet in here, and you can decorate that up where people can stamp something out and write a verse. So on this one, like, you could put your best wishes up the top here. So you could use your words for these. Okay, so which is really good. So, and then you can put your photo on. Also goes on to the bit on the inside of the pocket. So I'll show you them in a minute. We'll go through the page here first. So let's do our first page. So I'm not quite sure what I want on here, but I was thinking something like a pocket to put some money in, because that'd be really good if you've got someone that you're giving this to and you wanted to give it to them as a gift. Now, I wanted to share with you also, I don't know if I've got it over here tonight, that's all right. I'll share it with you when I do find it, but I thought I had it sitting here, but maybe not. No, No, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just use the strips. Okay, so we're going to raise this up a little bit on 3 sides. So I want the strawberries sort of to the top. So I'm just going to come down the side here. And just trim it off. And down the side here. Has anyone made the cover yet? Let me know in the comments if you made the cover yet. This is the little bit that I cut off earlier. So I'm just gonna, I can probably put it there. Will be all right. And then I'm just gonna put a strip across the bottom. Now I did play back the video and there was a little bit of from last night. So just remember the first bit we didn't have our speaker on. So just fast forward that a little bit. Nothing more frustrating than someone being there and opening their mouths and you can't hear them. I hope you can hear me tonight. I have got my microphone on tonight, so that's a good thing. So this is going to be like a little pocket, which is really sweet. I'm going to pull this off. And that's the good thing about albums is that you make all these little pockets and different things and you can use up a lot of your scraps, which is lovely. Okay, so this is going to go on our front cover here. And I'm just going to have it up a fraction, like that. And then I'm going to put this beautiful birthday cake on here. So I'm just going to use dimensions on here. So I'm going to use, you can always use your strips if you want to. But yeah, I like my dimensions too. And put one in the middle there. Now just don't put it where it's going to come off because you don't want that to be stuck down. So we're just putting them across the bottom like this. So we're just going to take it across the bottom. Okay, so we're going to come down and we're going to bring our cake in. Yep, just got to come down a fraction bit more. I've got to work out where my dimensions are. They're here. Okay, and then you can get, I don't know, you can get these rip-off false money. Okay, but you can actually put real money. I'm using a false one tonight, and it's just going to slide in behind there as the gift. So that's the present. Now you can add more to this if you want to. Now these are the sheets out of your pack that you can get. Which one's this one? This one's the birthday one. Birthday treat mix and match ephemera pack. And I've got the cake from out of there. It's got candles here too, so I can grab the candles out off here as well. So I'm just going to grab these little candles. Now you can colour them in if you want to. So I thought I might go with what colour have I got here? Calypso Coral. What's this one? No, that's Peach Pie. We don't want Peach Pie. Calypso Coral. So I thought I'd go with Calypso Coral. It's a softer one. Or how do you pull a pen together when you've got no feeling? When I had my hands at my physio, let me see if I can put something on it. Oh, grip it. I made that look hard, and it's not really that hard. When I went to physio this week, I had got some strength back into my hand, but obviously not a lot. So it was I've got to keep doing all my exercises and treatment to make it a little bit stronger. Oh, that one was a hard one. Okay, so let's see, we're going to have some yellow flames on here. what's this one? Dark, this one's Lemon Lolly, which is good. So, oh my God, never tried. I haven't coloured anything yet. Oh, maybe if I go this way, because I've got more strength in my left hand. And no, let's see if I go this way. Oh, I got that end, so that's okay. We got one end. So let's do that. Put a little bit of colour in there. You don't realise how much you need your hands when you haven't got them, you know. So we've got our little candles here, so we can just put a little bit of a dimension. I'll probably put the dimension on this side, on the front side, just a little piece like that. Have I got the back of it? Oh my God. Okay, I'm doing well. And we'll put our little candles in there. Okay, so we've got our money in our hidden pocket there, and then move along and you're going to decorate up the next page. But I'm going to show you how to do a photo as well, just in case I don't get it all done. Now, all these that we made last night were pockets. Okay, so they have the pockets in the top here. Okay, they've got pockets in the top here where these go down inside, which will have your hidden photos in. Okay, so they go in like that. Now, they can hang out at the top like that, and you can put your tag and everything on. So you can have them hanging out like that, or you can cut them off if you don't want to see the pull-off tag. But I like the little tags out there. So let's go this way for a minute, because I'm going to do a little bit of sponging or blending, hopefully, on here. And I've got a blending brush. I actually got some new blending brushes, because my blending brushes are really, really messy. So come on here. Load up your brush if you've never done it before. This is really great. These are fantastic, honestly. I'm tossing up whether to put some cardstock underneath this so I don't have to wipe my table at the moment, because I didn't bring... I'm just going to grab some white card. It won't matter if I put it onto the white card because I can use it anyhow. So I'm just going to blend. That really is hurting on that hand, so I'm going to have to blend with my left hand. And I think if I hold it sort of with my finger, I might have more control over it. Okay. Pretty good control over it. I didn't know when I was going to be doing a lot of stuff with my left hand, but I tell you what, I've done so much with my left hand, it's unbelievable. You can adapt if you have to. So, blending. And I'm going to make this corner down here a bit darker as well, like the top one. Interesting background that I'm making on the card underneath too. You can always use it as a background. So it's an interesting type background that we can use on our cards. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, just press it down with this hand. Okay, so I've got an interesting background here for a card on here, so I'm going to leave that there for a card a bit later. But here, this is our one that's going to go in the slide. So what I've actually done here as well is got a piece of white to go over here. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there. You can raise these up if you want to, but I'm going to raise my frame up. Okay, close that up. I'm going to it's really funny because it's even hard to squeeze the green. I can see it coming out, so I know I'm there. And I'm going to put this on here. Now this is like 9.5 by 9.5, I'm sure. Let me just give you the measurements of these two pieces. So the back piece I've put at 10.5 by 9 and 9 by 8.5. 9 by 8.5. So it's got a little border around it. And you know that it's going to come to the top of the folder, the envelope, or the pocket, I should say. That was a bit crooked, Teresa. I wonder if I've got that on straighter. I think so. Okay, so then I had to work out, I cut out one of the little frames. This was the little frame from the dies, which is really lovely. So we can bring that in. And I'm going to pop that in. The other thing is that we have a photo of me and Lou here, my daughter. So I've cut around the head to pop us through the frame. I'm just going to show you. I cut through around the head, around our heads, and it was only a small one. Now, the thing that I love about Kmart is that you can get little photos, you can get square photos, and you can get the bigger photos, and you can always cut around them. So going up through the back, so I've cut around that to put us into like the frame, like that. So I'm going to put that straight, and then I'm going to use my dimensions on the back of these. And I'm going to also make sure that I be very careful that I don't put them in a gap. So where the cutout is, just make sure that there's no cutout when you put it down so that they stick. And then I can just put one just a little bit off down the bottom here. Okay, so you don't have to put too many, but yeah, you can see that that works out pretty good. I put one in the middle too, just so that it's sitting up nice, just so it's sitting up nice and not flat, doesn't sink. So take the backs off. We're going to go just a fraction over time again tonight, guys. I'm sorry about that. When I'm finished tonight, I will tomorrow, not tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday and I've got the girls coming to do the retreat stuff tomorrow, but Monday I will put the instructions up. I didn't get around to it today. This is going to go in here because this is on here, so I'm going to put this on here. Blue. And then you can use other things to decorate it as well. So you can come in with these beautiful blue flowers if you want to. These are all out of the sheets here, okay, the story book one. So you can use flowers in there if you want to. You could even come in with something like the wheelbarrow and some strawberries if you wanted to come in with something like that down the bottom, and our best wishes up the top. Or it's entirely up to you how you decorate yours. This one is my flip over tag. So this was out of that punch. Can't remember the name of this one, but it's very sweet, and I just folded across the center there. So this is going to be stuck on here. You can leave it up a little bit if you want to, like where the points are, you can leave it up a little bit. And I'm going to do this. Oh, get another glue, I think. Come, come, come. Oh, can't squeeze it. I'm just going to jump up and grab a glue, I think. I thought I had one. I thought I put an extra one here, but maybe not. This one's pretty empty. I think I've used it all up. Okay. It's been sitting there for 6 months, so it's probably dried up on the inside, if the truth's known. If it has done that, I will pop out the little top, which I'll do with that one, and put just a couple of drops of water in. So you can take this off, put a couple of drops of water in here and shake it. Sometimes if it's been sitting there for a while, it might dry out a little bit. So we have 2 ends to our glue, which I really love. A lot of people don't realise that. So, which is really lovely. And I'm just going to, oh yeah, this is heaven on my hand. Heaven on the hand. Okay, I need it on both sides because it's going to flip over. Okay, so I'm going to line this up over on both sides. So this is going to, okay, which hand am I going to try to do with what? Okay, so I've lined it up underneath the little point, and then I'm going to bring it down over the points like that. The thing that I really love is look how beautiful these rhinestones are, or pearls that you can put on the top of them. Absolutely gorgeous. Or you could put some words like best wishes, and that will fit. Best wishes will fit on there. So I think we will put the best wishes and then some little tabs, little rhinestones on there as well. Oh, yeah, must be squeezing hard because a lot's coming out. So have this best wishes coming in here. And then if you get a bit of glue over it and it's a little bit tacky, a little great tip is to get your embossing buddy and just go over where you've used glue. Okay, because that will take the stick away so your pages don't stick together. Okay, so that's a great little tip. So we've got this happening, and then down the bottom here we can work out whether we want to put a wheelbarrow and some strawberries in it. Go with the theme. So we could do that. Or we can put this nice blue flower coming out there, which I think I like the blue flower, so I think we'll go with the blue flower, and we can raise that up a little bit. Now, when you are raising them up, you have to be mindful that your pockets, you've got to put them into your pockets. So you can raise a few up, but yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay. So we'll put that there. We'll put this in here. This looks really nice on the side there. And then if you want to, you can add a bow or something more onto your little scrapbook page. So you're going to decorate each page up how you want to do it and find the photos that you want done for that person. The thing is also you can use these sheets. We've got lots of sheets, the emphasis sheet. So it's got lots of words on it already done that you don't have to stamp them up if you don't want to. Like there's lots of different words in white and black and white. So you could use them. Okay, so let me pop this one in here. So you can sort of see this one's going to go in here. I'm going to open my pocket. Now, don't forget we have glued it into this little centimetre here. So when I cut it, I made sure that I cut it that I had enough room for it to slide down into. Okay, so we've got the best wishes hanging out up there, which doesn't matter, and it looks good because they can pull their surprise photo out. Okay, and then on this side here, we're going to do that also. And this is where you can place another photo if you want to. So I'm going to put this white one there, but I'm going to use this beautiful blending brush. Hopefully, grab this card back over here. Hopefully there's enough on there just to get a light tinge on my white card without going too thick. So I haven't put it back into the ink. Oh, I'm going to have to swap hands because that really hurts. Okay, so turn it around and give it a tinge, just a tinge of blue or pink or whatever colour you're using in your... It just looks nicer than a card sitting there, and if you've got photos to put on it. This piece here is 8.5 by 8.5, and I've done that size because I want it to, so you can still see so you can sort of see why I picked strawberries on this, because I thought that'd be really nice as well. You can put that because we've got strawberries on the page. So I'm going to just glue this down. Now don't forget you've got your double points, ends tonight. So if you're going to want to place an order for anything, that's for any product that you want, you'll get double the reward points, and that finishes tonight, and that's only for the International Scrapbooking Day for yesterday and today. So you can sort of see we're getting this really decorated. You'll have these coming out of each page, okay, which would be really lovely. You'll have your hidden pocket in there. Now in the next one, you're going to do another one. I want to share with you this one here. I cut out a bit earlier. So this one's 8 centimetres by 4 centimetres, and then I added a little bit of designer series paper on that side. So I'm just going to show you, we're going to do that on the other side now. If I can find a little scrap of that paper again. Somewhere down here maybe. I keep using my scraps. Okay, there's my scraps. It's the strawberry one, isn't it? Yes. Okay, I've got a little strawberry one here, so I'll use that. I don't think I've got any under here. I'll have a look before I cut into that. Oh. Okay, none of it there, so I'll grab this piece. I'm sure I had a piece that I was using, but I can't see it now. But that's okay. Oh, here it is. Is this it? No, different colour. Okay. So with this one, what I actually did, and I'm going to show you on this side, is I got my container with my shakers in, and I just moved it up to the edge there and got my pencil and run that around to get my curves on it. Okay, then I can't cut with my left hand, so I've got to do it with my right hand. I've tried, it doesn't work. So just try to follow the pencil line around. Okay, that's pretty good. Might not be. straight, but that's all right, it's handmade. And then we're going to stick a tiny bit of this on here. So you can, the good thing about it is you can work it around and put whatever part you want. So I'm just going to glue this part here. It's easier to glue this up to the score line there. Just want to flatten it out a bit. Okay, so you can choose where you want to stick this on. I'm going to come up on that edge and that edge. Now a little bit of glue just went over the edge there, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be cutting that anyhow. Okay, then just flip it over and cut it out. Okay, now I can still cut out some bunnies on this piece of paper if I want them, so that's fine. Use that as a guide. Oh, I've got no pain shooting up my hand at the moment, but that's okay. Okay, so then I use my Old Faithful. This is one we got years ago. I love this little hole punch. And I sort of just lined it up in the middle. So I'm just going to line it up in the middle there. It's about time I emptied it, I think. Okay, beautiful. And then we're going to get this ribbon. Oh, not that one, because that's attached to my... You can use ribbon or you can use... if you've got threads, you can use threads. I might use the... No, I'm going to use the ribbon. Okay. When you're doing something and it's a little hole, you need to twist your end. Okay, so twist your end. Trying to work out how I'm going to do this. Haha. Twist it, Teresa. It does usually twist pretty good. I've got some frayed edges there I might just cut off. Before I did paper craft, I used to do a lot of dressmaking. So done a lot of ribbon embroidery and stuff like that. So you get to learn how to twist. So let's see. Okay. Now we want to do this side over here. I'm going to come in from, it doesn't matter whether you come in from the centre or the outside edge because it's going to be doubled anyhow. Okay. Does make it easier when your hand works well. Sorry guys, I know I'm making this look hard, but it really isn't hard, I'm telling you. You can put tape around it too if you get stuck. You just need that fine point to get it going through the hole and then you can pull it through. Okay, so we want about the same as what we've got on the other side. Okay, so we're just going to cut that there. Now you can decorate this. Now you can put a little message in here, whatever you like in here. You can put a little, stand it up on a little border. You can cut a little piece of designer series paper to go in there, and that little square, if I tell you, that little square becomes 4 by 4. So if we cut a piece off it by 3.5 centimetres, it'll give you a little bit of insight. So 3.5 by 3.5, it's going to be a little piece. Okay, turn it around by 3.5. I think we're going to be going just on an hour. Sorry, guys. Oh, trying to do things fast and I can't. Okay, so let's bring these over here for the moment because I'll tie them in a minute. Okay, so this little bit's going to go in there. And you can put a secret message in here for the person. You could even put a little photo in here for the person. You can see how the glue just come out of the top there. Just wipe it off and then get that embossing buddy and wipe it over the edge. That will take the stick off. Okay. My granddaughter's trying to get in. I'll just keep going. Yeah, just keep going for a minute, Addie. I'll be there in a minute. I'm just about finished. Okay? Thank you. Good girl. What am I looking for, Trees? I am looking for... Well, you wouldn't think you'd get in such a mess, Teresa, but you have. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm looking for dimensions, and I know they're sitting here right in front of me somewhere because I was just using them on my card. Oh my God. I don't know where I put them. Okay, I'm going to glue. They'll pop up in a minute and I'll go, there they are. So I've got one of these little cuts out of that sheet again. This is a little flower thing, so I've just got that and I'm just going to put that in there. And I'm going to tie these. So I'm going to just tie it around once in here. Okay, just so it sits on the handle or the tab that's going across. So just tie it like that and then tie it like that again. Just tie it like that. And then when you close it, oh, not too straight, but that's okay. Oh, not too bad. You can do a double bow, okay? So you can have a bow at the top and a bow at the bottom. Well, let's see if I can do a bow now. That'll be interesting. Is this going to work? Oh my God. Persevere with me, guys, because I have no feeling in my right hand. Oh my God, I will get it. Give me a minute. Keep going. Okay, bring it up and around. Did I get it? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. I needed to thank him because... So I've got one little bow there. You can trim these off when you're... Oh, I don't know if it's going to be straight. Okay, we're done pretty good. Now you can have this left up or you can have these done in another bow. So you can do these in a bow as well, these ones, if you want to. Okay, so tie it around once. Or you can have them left down hanging. It's entirely up to you. So you'll work out what you like for your page. Oh. I wonder if Oh, I've never had this much trouble to do a bow before, ever. I tell you what, if you got your hands, be grateful. Oh my God. Bring that up a bit. I probably should have had longer bits and then cut them off because of my situation at the moment, but I just wanted... Okay, I'm going to leave them hanging for the moment because I really can't get that to work. So I'm just going to undo that at the moment, and we can do that when my hand gets a bit better, or when it's not so tired. It's pretty tired at the moment. So this little parcel then goes in on our next page on here, but you can put a little white square in there first and then put this, and you can actually blend around this as well. And this one is the 8.5 by 8.5. Okay, so I've got some little butterflies there I thought I might like to use, and I grabbed out a few things. I grabbed out some little pot plants, the little cup with the mouse, some little flowers. You can sort of see there's so many cute little things that you can use. And even this fence, have a look at the fence. I just love them. So there's so much that you can use. So let's get the blending brush again and our ink, because I'll need the ink. And guess what? Underneath the ink are the dimensions, of course. They're always where you don't look. Okay, so come in with a bit of colour again around the edges, just so that you've got a little bit of colour through. You can run these through embossing folders as well if you want to. Like if you wanted to have a design on the back of this, you could run it through an embossing folder, which would look really lovely as well. I hope you can't hear me grunting. You probably can. Okay, let's see if we can do this with my left hand tonight, because... Okay, that'll do. This is my last bit that I'm going to do tonight. I will finish it off slowly, and I'll take photos of each photo and put it on my page, on my blog, and also on my scrapbook, on my Facebook page. So this is going to go in here, and you can have that surprise. I'll do this bow up a little bit later on this side. So we're just going to glue this bit here into the centre of this. Or you can have it up higher. If you want to put words up there, you might want it down lower. Or you can put it in the centre, depending on what else you can put on the page. Okay. And I hope I've got that the right way around. Yes, I have. Now, the other good thing with this little mini album that we used to do years ago was make it into an autograph book. And I love it because you can do decoration on this side. You can put your photos in there, and you can put your plain piece of paper over here, and people could write in that as well. So that's really lovely. You can also add some gems around. I've got these little butterflies, like I said before, that you can pop on. So I'm just going to use a little bit of glue down the middle. They can sort of pop up a little bit. So, oh, on here. Really put it in the wrong spot. There's one there. Another one over here. I've got to find another one, which I will, and put 3 on, but just folded it in half a little bit, and then put a little bit of glue on the back. And I'll find another one to put on there as well. And you can even add some bling on there as well. So I wanted to show you how to do the front cover with the shaker. And I wanted to share with you how to make your first pocket, and you can make pockets that you can hide stuff in, like your money that you're going to give people. Also the photo pages, which are really beautiful, that you can decorate up, and you can decorate up both sides, which I love that you can do that because it gives you a lot more photos. Also you can do your little hidden pockets. Now there was a lot more, and I might even do a part 3 on this, even though the International Craft Day is finished. I might do a part 3 to finish this off so that you can see how I'm doing it. And then we're going to tie it off. I do hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to leave your name and where you're from to go into our mystery gift. So thank you for joining me tonight. God bless you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. So I can't even get it off. Sorry, guys.